Hello, welcome to Liverpool FC News Today channel. With the Anfield finances tighter than some rivals, surely Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Taki Minamino, Divock Origi and maybe even Joe Gomez could raise a few quid for Liverpool in the summer. Selling Origi and Ox may not be such a surprise, but I'm not convinced Gomez or Minamino have a lot to offer the Reds anymore. Konate is way ahead of the injury-prone Gomez, and Luis Diaz already adds to a forward line that's arguably the best on earth. If Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp are going to keep pace with £100 million signings potentially across Manchester City, Chelsea or Manchester United, every little helps, and Liverpool can't afford passengers. It's 1 win in 8 now for Steven Gerrard's Aston Villa. I still think he's the man for the job, but he's a rookie and he needs to stamp his authority on this team. If that means trying different things and players, then so be it. At Rangers he may have felt he got the recipe and his system after 3 seasons, but at Villa the natives aren't happy and the performances are getting worse. He needs to listen less to his army of coaches, look at what he's got and tinker to find a way that suits his resources. If not, Villa could still get dragged into a bottom-half scrap. Be ruthless and listen to the winner inside you, Steven, that will guide you well. Chelsea's Romelu Lukaku had one touch in the first half of the game against Crystal Palace, and just 7 in total. These stats show a distinct dropping off, and it's almost impossible for a modern striker to achieve with that involvement. Unless there's still something bubbling underneath. So who wins? Thomas Tuchel or Lukaku? I'm afraid there's only one winner, and that's the manager, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Rom sipping espresso in Milan in June. I fully support Arsenal and West Ham LGBTQ supporters in their protest against Saudi Arabian owners at Newcastle. They have profile too, with 2 icons, Holly Johnson of Frankie Goes to Hollywood fame and Peter Tatchell joining them. But where are the protests against David Sullivan's X-rated empire, which arguably exploited men and women of all sexualities? Or Arsenal fans' protest against Rwanda, a headline club sponsor, whose human rights record is poor? The reality is that unless we deal with all rogue owners and sponsors, and decide, through lobbying the FA or Premier League or even FIFA, then individual issue protests are useless, because other fans will rightly say, what about your owners or sponsors? Such is the dearth or corporate morality in the sport. My thoughts with friends and family of Joey Beauchamp, who has died suddenly aged 50. Another example of a great young player who, when in his prime, was let down by the system. Woefully poor advice when he moved from Oxford to West Ham, no support, scapegoated for the failings of others, and a post-career decline into depression and the Sporting Chance Clinic. R.I.P. Joey.